Hi, my name is Tina Zatzi. Welcome to my little studio. This is where I sew and draw, paint, try to create, and this is my playroom. I have a lot of fun. I used to call my kitchen my playroom. No, in recent years, this has been my playroom. I have a lot of fun sewing in here. It's also part of my library is behind me. This is actually filled with religious books. I am an Orthodox Christian, Greek Orthodox. We follow the Julian calendar, and I've been in the faith since I was baptized in the faith when I was little. I think it was like two and a half when I was baptized. Anyway, so this wonderful sheet of my mother-in-law's, I love that she does this. My mother used to do it also, but my mother-in-law was the one that was on the ends of the church. I'm sure you know plenty of people like that. She was just incredible. She was generous and kind and just giving and thoughtful. It's like everything everyone wants to be, wants to think of themselves as, and me, I'm far from it, but my mother-in-law was extraordinary. The sheet. So I've decided to take it and do what she used to do, cut it up and share it with people as a blessing. I like to cut big pieces out of it, and just as she did every year, give another sheet for Christ, for linen, for his wrapping, for his burial. So I want to show you what I did. So here is a beautiful little box. I actually found this on Etsy. Just lovely. And in here is a piece of the sheet, and I embroidered Jesus Christos Nika. Isn't that lovely? It's adorable. And it's actually, it looks really tiny, but it is a nice piece of the cloth. And let me show you. So I embroidered that on the top. And there it is. So this way, whomever comes across it will know that this is not a dirty sheet, that this is something extraordinary because of the embroidery. So I thought I would do this on everything, so everyone always has a piece of a linen. And it's actually quite amazing. Holy myrrh was sprinkled on this, and a bit of the icon of Christ came off on the sheet, and it's just beautiful. It's fragrant so many years later, and it's fragrant still to this day. I took the raw edges and I just did a simple straight seam on them on the sewing machine, and this is going to be a gift for someone. If I can still find these beautiful little boxes, I purchased a bunch of them quite a few years ago. I will definitely link it down below, but look at this work. Just beautiful. And just the little lace trim right there. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know if you can see it. So beautiful. So beautiful. Just every bit of this is just thought out and just lovely. So I'm going to fold this back up, put it back in the box, and then give this as a gift to my sister-in-law. So I was actually thinking instead of hand stitching, which is actually much nicer, it's very rustic and very uneven, and I love the as you can see, it's really rough, but I love it. I thought maybe I would take it and put it on the machine and embroider it in red thread. So I'm gonna give that a try today. I think it'll be fun, but I think it'll be much faster, and this way I can get a bunch of them out as gifts. So anyone who goes on these pilgrimages to the Holy Land, or even just visits their local church and there's holy relics there, they can take a sheet like this and bless it on the holy sites or the holy relics. We got to go this spring to Western Europe and visit so many extraordinary saints. It was incredible. Here in America, we do have our saints. We have, I don't know how many. To be honest with you, you can't really know how many saints there really are, because some of them are just not known to us. But Saint Philaret, Saint John Maximovich, Saint Herman of Alaska, just incredible the amount of saints that are here in America already. But when you go over to Europe, England, France, Belgium, Germany, the richness of the saints there and the amount of relics are incredible. It's just there's such a treasure trove of saints over there, and just holy relics, the veil of the Mother of God, and the holy tunic of Christ, the crown of thorns, and then you have also the saints themselves, Saint Winifred, Saint Cuthbert, Saint Walburga. I can go on and on. We just got to do this. So as wonderful gifts to bring back to people, instead of the usual, trinkets that you buy at tourist shops. Even if it's just a beeswax candle blessed on the holy relics is a wonderful gift. Holy oil from these sites, collecting holy water from these holy wells. Take a prayer rope and bless it on all these holy relics is absolutely incredible. And it's just such a wonderful gift that people can give to their fellow Christians. It's just an incredible blessing on the home and on the person. Just lovely. Just something very personal about me is yes, I am a devout Christian, an Orthodox Christian, and I love my faith. It's such a beautiful faith. It's alive, and every day is just miracle after miracle, and it's very, very joyous and very, very humbling. So just a lot about myself. Actually, this is a lot about myself. This is probably the most personal thing about me that I can share, to get a bit of an insight of the kind of person that I am. So getting all misty-eyed. So on that note, I'm gonna pause and fold up my beautiful little treasure here and put it back in its beautiful little box, and then we can move on to the next project, which is actually going to be stitching more of these. So pretty exciting. I hope to get quite a few of them. This way I can give them out as gifts to whoever needs them. I have, my mother-in-law gave me a small piece many years ago, and it doesn't have anything on it. I never stitched anything on it, but it's always been with me. It's always wrapped around a tiny little treasure trove that I have of, holy myrrh and little prayer ropes, little icons, holy unction, and that's kept in a pouch, and that's kept always with me. It's wherever I go, it's there. Well, right now it's not here in my studio. It's upstairs in my bedroom, but it's part of me. It's been part of me since early on in my marriage. That's when she gave it to me as a gift. It's a very nice wedding present. Whenever you're sick, take this, you lay it on top of yourself, you pray, and that's what you do. But yeah, actually, I had mine over my belly the entire time I was pregnant. It was actually quite hard for me to get pregnant. It took about 8 years to conceive, and I only had one pregnancy my whole life. And just kept praying and praying that I had a good, healthy child, and I had a son. I always wanted to have more children, but it's not what I want. It's what he wants. So it's not our will, it's his will. But I'm thankful that he gave me a child. He gave me a son. Best gift ever. So thanks for listening, and thanks for stopping by today.